How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another Genshin Impact video. Today we're looking at Labyrinth Warriors. This is an event that has 18 days duration. It is a very fun event. It is a dungeon crawler and it has plenty of rewards to get you going. So first of all, let's have a look at the event shop. So the event shop here, you've got two different ones as you normally do. One that starts you off and then one that takes place at a later point. In the first one, you have your typical Jades and Shavidas, just fragments in general. But the key thing here is to get the Crown of Insight. Those crowns are extremely rare and are only obtainable during events. Secondly, we've got the Trial Trove 2. Now obviously the first thing people will be going for is the Primogems. Naturally, there should be about 4 of these available as they usually is, and you've also got the Hero Wits books, which is cool, and obviously the Mora, which everyone needs every bit of self. Of course, on top of this, you can get the Mystic, or personally, you should be getting everything. You'll be getting enough points to collect everything, so ultimately, get everything, but the priority would probably be the Primogems on this one, then the XP books, or the Mora, and vice versa. And for the first one, naturally, the Crown. Now, when we look at the actual Blazon Unison, this one requires you to complete the Path of Taishu. This is part of the story. So the second part here is to accumulate 4,000 age tokens. Now these are acquired by just playing the actual event. So this shouldn't be difficult to actually maximize, and when you do, you'll get Xinyan, and if you already have Xinyan, you will get a constellation. Now if you already have a C6, then I have no idea what you'll get. Maybe you'll get Star Glitter. Right, next we look at the current trial, and this is no different to any other thing. You've got 5 events that you can go through. They are time gated as per usual. The first one gives you the book and some Mora and so forth. You do get this little cute fella here, the damaged replica. As you go along, you've got the actual age token, and you just, it's your typical thing. They will get harder and harder as they go along. Now, the next part here is the charm system, the charm magic ingenuity as they call it. Now, this here is essentially the same as the tower defense. You get buffs to actually make you stronger, and you can pick 3 of these as you are playing the game. At the start, you can pick 3 that will kind of circumvent where you're at, and then as you're playing through the encounter, you will encounter certain points where you can actually, draw more cards from this pool. These are pretty useful, and as you go through the game and through the encounters, a lot of these will be becoming more and more effective, to say. Finally, Martial Trial. These are essentially the trials that you need to do in order to get your Primogems. So not only do you get Primogems from the other source, you also get them here. You get 390 Primogems here in total for completing all the objectives, and if memory serves me correctly from the other one, you'll get roughly around 240 Primogems. So that is over 500 or 630 Primogems for an event. That is probably the record for an event as of right now that MiHoYo has given. Normally they give up to 420, so that's pretty good, giving you 600 Primogems in excess. Right, so now we go into the actual game. So while we go into the game and you're crawling through the dungeon, it's cool. You've got your mini-map which shows you where you've been, which locations you've gone to, but they also highlight what's actually there. You'll find these red crosses in there that actually trigger off mob encounters that you need to defeat, but at the end of it also gives you an opportunity to draw. There are booby traps associated around the arena which will curse one of your characters or provide a cursed effect on a particular card or a charm or the whole event. On top of this, you can find secrets around with those little paper cut shikigamis, which will also give you bonus age tokens around the world. When you get to the screen, you'll have your main team. Now this team is the one that you will go in with. Your support team, your sub team, this one here is if your first team dies, then this team will kick in. So pick a team on your support team that is equally as strong or you know how to use, because you may need to fall upon this team. When it comes to the carry option you're seeing on screen, when you select this with the appropriate button, you come to this selection you're seeing on screen right now, where it gives you the options to actually select a plethora of cards that will benefit you. These are permanent buffs that you have throughout the encounter. Now, while you're inside the encounter, you will get the option to actually call upon these. Once you select them, as you can see on screen right now, this is the menu you'll get. These are extremely powerful buffs that you can use throughout, and there is 3 charges for each one that you can use throughout the domain. Now, these are permanent buffs, so once they expire, but also when you're actually drawing cards from those tombstones that you find throughout the encounter, those will not replace this. Also, as you're going along, you do get the opportunity to revive and to heal your enemies, unlike the previous Thunder Crawlers, which once you died, you were dead, and that character was out for the count. In this one, it actually provides you options to actually full heal and revive. These are one-time deals within that floor, but it's still cool. Another really cool feature that they've added into this event, which I'm extremely happy with, is the fact that if you've gotten like halfway through and you need to pop out, you can actually just leave the dungeon, leave that particular domain dungeon, and come back later, and you can continue from where you left off. You can also just end it there and then redo the whole thing if you want to, but if you don't want to do that, you can literally just stop there, leave, and come back and redo the whole thing. You can also reset the trials as well to try and get better scores. Overall, this event is actually really well done, really well instigated, and this is the sort of endgame loop that I would like to personally see in Genshin Impact that's actually fun, engaging, and well thought out. There is an RNG element to this, of course, and that's never good because it doesn't allow you to properly plan what you're going to do, but again, that's a refinement thing. But as far as the event itself goes, Labyrinth Warriors is amazing, and what it's excelling at is the fact that it's combining everything it's done well. And the other thing that I've failed to mention, which is pretty important, is the fact that you can actually double up on the actual charms, so you can actually upgrade them. Remember, with the tower defense you could upgrade the items with the points you gained. This is no different. You can actually do this, and you're seeing that on screen right now as I'm actually upgrading it. This is pretty cool, and then adds to your damage output. Well everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this quick breakdown of Labyrinth Warriors and guide into what to expect, how to expect it, and I hope you found this useful. Until the next one, as always, take care of yourself. Peace out.